Okay, it's done.
Talk to me.
Talking to you.
Oh, yeah. Whatever that gurgle was has gone away.
Okay.
Okay. So let me think.
Oh, that's going to be difficult.
It is challenging. 539. 539 episodes of the GizFizz.
Wow.
Okay. So I am recording on both of these machines. And let me see. Are we on the stream? Can you see? Yeah, there we see me. All right. So let me slate the show. If you're ready to begin, are you ready to begin?
I am certainly ready.
Excellent. Slate the show. This is GizFizz episode 539, recorded on Wednesday, August 30th, 2023. I better make sure that I've got this thing ready to play. Hit that autoplay button and turn that on and turn that on. Da-da-da. Yeah, that's on. Okay, so GizFizz episode 539, recorded Wednesday, August 30th, 2023, and it begins in 3, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for...
It's the GizFizz with the GizWiz. It's kind of like Cheese Whiz. It's the GizFizz. And now your host, Matt's Mattis Ryder and the GizWiz, Dick DeBartolo.
Welcome to Totally Unimproved GizFizz. All right. Oh, double kazoo, the double kazoo. All right, so we're going to, I think next week we should just drop it. But I will ask, who wants to be chat room celebrity of the week? All right, the crickets are the only ones. Happy to hear that. All right, so we're going to do photos from George Davis. If Gemma B finds it, we'll have another few minutes of my tour of Disneyland. We're going to play Logo, Snappy Answers, and Match Game. Okay, all in a stunningly filled hour show. All right, so let's go to photo number 1. George Davis provides the photos. You make up the caption. And if you're not in chat, I will describe the photo and you can play along if you're in the chat but not watching. Okay, photo number 1 is... tuning forks. 6 tuning forks in a beautiful velvet bag. Carry case, I guess. 6 tuning forks laying on their velvet carry case. Now I need my tuning knife. That's a tune we can hear. Prince's tuning forks, forked over. What's the frequency, Kenneth? Dinner set for 6. Let's see how many tunes we can play with these. Hey, these forks only have 2 tines. How am I going to eat tuna with these? These peas keep falling up these forks. Which, D-Clay says, which is the salad fork? That's not how you tune a fish, says Bill. I'm ready to eat some toonie fish, says Dan. Osmond family, utensils for my musical dinner. These forks can play a good tune. Mandy says, this is how you tune up a Tesla. Dwindle says, 2 to 1 times 6. Fork it over, buddy. And we'll end with... We'll end with, what's those Looney Tunes? Let's see. George says, for 6 tuning forks, my caption is, you can tell why music always sounds so nice. It's because we tune our instruments before we play them. Okay, so photo number 2 is Oh my goodness. A shelf, couple of shelves of old radios. Okay. Shelves of old-timey dial radios. It's a Grundig in the front of the picture. A very classical, expensive brand in its day. Just like my dad's old radio. They only play a lot of static. Another old-time radio. Reusing What's the Frequency, Kenneth. iPod Alpha release. Looks like an old Philco radio. A Radio Shack retirement home. We interrupt this broadcast. We got news before the internet. These are so old, only get the Jack Benny show. Let's see if we can get eBay on these. Am I caller 100? Did I win? Old news using old radios. Old radio with built-in speaker. New JBL speakers. Who are you calling old? No tune in the baseball. Not the opera. No, tune in the baseball, not the opera. These radios pick up tunes from the past. How do you get a picture on this thing? In my day, I really used to bring them in. The new Zune, does it have Bluetooth? Any of these Dick's Gadget Warehouse, nursing home for radios. Where do I put the toast? 7 bands and there's nothing on. And we'll end with Pac NW. I hope this radio has a USB plug in the back. Let's see. George says, for old radios, my caption is, we do use wood in our cabinets. It's because it gives them a better tone, better than plastic. Wow, wood is better than plastic? All right, photo number 3 from George. That almost looks like a miniature, but I guess I'm going to look at George's description. George describes this as a small house up in the rice fields. Okay. A small house in the rice fields. I didn't realize rice grew in wedding cake form.
Patties. So each of those holds water.
Oh, okay.
They grow the rice in the patties. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
Rice. This is common. I've seen this frequently.
Oh, okay. Very good. Nice terraces. I can see my house. Oh, wait. It's the only house here. Little house on the paddy. Give me a home with a buffalo roam. Nice terraces. Watch that first step. It's a doozy. Great place to put the outhouse. Terry tiptoed up the terrace. House falling 1 ring per year. Lots of rice to pick today. Rice paddy land. Steps to cooking rice. Usually grown on flat land, if you have flat land. Empty Pocket says, world's hardest golf course. Remote Airbnb, stairway to my home in heaven. Great view, but a lawn mowing nightmare. This is more like Vietnam rice fields, hilly area. No firehouse out there. This picture makes me tear up. T-I-E-R, tear up. That's one challenging golf course. Ancestral home of Rice Krispies. Stairway to heaven. Uncle Ben will be by later to check the crops. What a climb to get up to our house. I wonder if they have pudding. Zillow's first listing in this country. We are Devo. We are not men, Devo. And we'll end with this one from the last hole is a par 10, says Eric. All right, George says, With a house up in the rice fields, my caption is, I like spending nights up here because it's very peaceful and I do get a good night's sleep. Okay, photo 4 is, a cartoon caricature. I don't know, what do you call this? A very basic kid-like drawing of a child with a yo-yo. Okay. Cartoonish child with a yo-yo. Stick figure walking the dog. Oh, I remember walking the dog. I could never do it. Yo-yo mama. Transparent background. My new toy has its ups and downs. Gets what's going on behind my back. Stick yo-yo mom. My skinny arms have trouble doing round the world with this. Tommy Smothers, age 7. Cheddar cheese feet. Want to see walking the dog? Caesar said, this kid has less hair than me. Dickie at age 9. What's this string theory? Dick's next shirt. Which hand has the yo-yo? Oops. Eston to draw you a better hand. Oh, you're right. There is no hand. Terrace, where's Philip? I am walking the dog, Ma. Old-fashioned fishing pole. Even his shoes are yo-yos. Could be. Frankenchild with arms replaced by yo-yo, and legs by golf clubs. And we'll end with Stephen Toronto, who says his feet don't match. All right, George says, for a young cartoon drawn boy playing with his yo-yo, my caption is, I spent many hours honing my skills, and I'm glad I did because I won many tournaments. Okay, photo 5 from George is, wow, it looks like a stained glass pelican. Let me see what George put. George says, pelican, young pelican with tattooed feathers. Okay, you can do that. Or a stained glass pelican. I think either works, but it can be anything you want, chat room. Psychedelic pelican. It could be a cartoon girl. The peacock heroine. What was in that Kool-Aid? I had to eat a lot of weird stuff to get these colors. Pelican on mescaline. Psychedelic stork. Peter Max on pelicans. Mouth can hold more than his belly can. Rainbow birdie. Hope that's my next paint by numbers kit. I'll never finish. Don't peck at me. A glazed turkey. Pigeon drag queen. Was the baby he brought also psychedelic? Wow. Rainbow feathered pelican. And we'll end, let's see, resplendent avian dreams. And Ranger Rick said, bird of another feathers. Okay, and George says, for a young pelican with tattooed features, my caption is, we're back at the other photo. I got the idea to make my feathers look like this because I wanted to be different than other pelicans, and I'm glad I did. Okay, now photo 6 of 6. Looks like someone took a car and converted it to a mini fire engine. Okay, I'm not a car person, but is that like an MG? Anyway, it's a little open car. It's a compact fire engine. Let's put it that way. I'm going to see what George. George says, fire truck with extra small hoses on it. Let's see. Old style fire truck, Doctor Who's fire truck. Ed says, we can only put out small fires. Newest version of the Google car, antique fire engine. That's a V6 engine, fire truck made from a sports car. Yeah, that's what I thought, Stephen. I couldn't put out a cigarette with the amount of water this holds. The first fire brigade, this fire engine got skinned. All electric fire engine for putting out electric fires. Poor person's fire truck. Driver's wheel on the right, making this a UK version, says Trex. Trust me, this one's self-driving too. Dwindle gives one backup fire truck. We only use it when we have to. Mike says it's a topless fire truck. Dan, Fooey on alternative side of the street parking. Alternate side of the street parking. I always get a parking space next to the hydrant, so that's good. Where the firemen's go, and we'll end with empty pockets. Fire truck for fire hose 5 plus 2. Let's see. George said, for the fire truck with extra small hoses on it, my caption is, it's easy to carry smaller hoses in the areas we can get to the fire to fight the fire. It works out much better. Okay. And do you have the extra photo?
I do.
Okay. I'm adding in photo 7, and I will describe it before you make up your captions for it. All right. Photo 7 from Dick D and Dennis W is, ladies and gentlemen, that is Charlie. Okay. I almost have tears in my eyes. This is Charlie's adoption photo. So it's like 9 years ago, 8 or 9 years ago. And Charlie weighed about 8 pounds. And I'll finish the story after this. Charlie in a box. All right, so we can caption that photo. Charlie in a box. Oh, another Charlie in a box. Child star. Oh, that's very good. When Charlie arrived, pop-up Charlie dog. That's good. Such a cutie, even when he was a pup. Where's that box at? Oh, I can tell you. I think it's at the airport. Charlie's a little nipper. The myth, the legend. Food ready yet? Did someone say Giz Fizz? I'm ready. These are very funny. Mr. Dave said that. These are very funny. Skinny darling Charlie, Becky. Little did we know he would be a TV star. Never. Charlie raises an ear for his theme song. Who knew I'd be the mascot of the Giz Fizz? Ah, what a face. Benji. I can tell Charlie's been very well taken care of. Geek wannabe. Always ready for my camera shot. Eric says, take me home now. And with Jay Metz, Charlie staged for adoption. All right, so to finish the story, Charlie, his adoption papers said via LAX. Okay, so Charlie came from Los Angeles, and the 2 women who were running this event, this was set up in front of a pet store on Broadway. They had a fenced-in area, portable fencing with about 12 puppies. And the puppies were going crazy and barking and yapping. In the middle of all the puppies, there was a folded up blanket, and Charlie was sitting on the blanket. I believe he had his paws crossed, which I love, just looking at everybody. And we said, can we hold Charlie? And we did. And well, we just fell in love with Charlie. And I said, did Charlie come from Los Angeles? And the woman said, yes, believe it or not, shelters have deals with, New York City shelters have deals with LA. LA likes big dogs. And New Yorkers only want little dogs. So we swap out dogs. We'll send 9 big dogs, and they'll send back 9 small dogs. And so we signed the papers and paid money and did everything. I think we paid $400 because Charlie had he was had the tag embedded. What do you call that? The license under the paw. Anyway, but the woman said, "See if you can get Charlie to eat. He's only 8.5 pounds, and he does not eat." So we took Charlie home and bought chopped meat, turkey, roast beef. Charlie would not eat every kind of dog food. Caesar. Charlie would eat pretty much nothing. And we have some pet birds in our yard, like Ike and Mike and a couple of doves. And a couple of them look in the window in the morning. When I get up, they look in the window like, "Are you coming out now with the bread?" So the first time I went out and Charlie came out in the yard, Charlie starts eating the bread like crazy. And so I took a hunk of bread. I said, "Charlie, you want bread?" Charlie. So what we started doing was using a lot of bread and mixing it in with some dog food. And that got Charlie into dog food. So all we could think of, I think Charlie was abused because he loves people too much. We were just wondering if someone didn't have any money and only could feed Charlie bread, and then finally gave Charlie up. And also, we took Charlie to the vet. At first, when Charlie wouldn't eat, we took him to the vet, and the vet said, "Glad you brought Charlie in because he has 3 parasites." And so Charlie was in and out of the vet for about 2 weeks. But now, as you'll see later, he's up and eating like crazy. So that's the Charlie the dog story. Yeah. Charlie and Fairway overlapped by about a year. Fairway was 15. Charlie was 9 months. Fairway wanted nothing to do with Charlie. So Charlie slept 2 feet away from Fairway, and then a foot away from Fairway. And then on Fairway, it would lay on Fairway's tail, and Fairway would pick her head up and look back and go, "Oh, what do I care? Let him sleep." And then after like 6 weeks, Charlie was sleeping up against Fairway. So they became good buddies. All right. So now we're going to do fact time, fun facts again. Compliments of George Davis. Oh, this is interesting. I have no idea. Why do they call London police offices bobbies? Why do they call London police offices bobbies? Does anybody know? Well, I don't. I know they're called bobbies. Pac NW says, "Because they can't call them Kens." These are very funny. Eric said, "Because they only hire people named Robert. Because Billy didn't want them. After Bobby somebody. After Robert Bob Peel. Because they don't like to be called Dickies. Another, they only hire people named Bobby." Oh, Jay says, "Because of the funny hats, they look like bobbleheads. Because of their shoes. It's short for Roberts. Because they don't want to be called Tommies. Robert sounded too much like robber." Oh, another one after the hats. This is very funny. They do not, just don't call me Bobbit. All right, let's see. Why do they call London police officers bobbies? Oh, wait a minute. Someone had it. 2 people had it, I think. Stephen Toronto. In 1830, Robert Peel put together the police units. He was well respected by all his men So they devised his nickname, Bobby. That is. Oh, look at Eric Duckman. That's the whole thing. It's a nickname for a British policeman named after Sir Robert Bobby Peel, who founded Britain's Metropolitan Police Force in 1829. Amazing. Chat room. That's amazing. There were only 2 words that rhyme with purple. Can you name either one? What? There are only 2 words that rhyme with purple. Burple? I would say burple. Nurple?
I don't think either of those is a word.
No, we're only getting nurple. Slurple. Slurple sounds like something 7-Eleven might have.
I haven't seen a word yet.
No, me either. Yerkle? No. Turple? Kerple? Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the answers. I'm not sure the answers. I never heard the answers. Well, let me tell you this. One of the people, Giz one, Kerple, is one of the 2 on this list.
Way to go, Giz one.
Oh, wait a minute. Giz one, you must be Googling this because the other word on this list is Herple.
Boo.
Herple and Kerple. Someone is on the not to be trusted list.
Or they called up George real quick and say, George, what's the answer?
Yeah, that's right. Not to be trust. Yeah, you are on the NTBTL is one. The not to be trusted list. Okay. We have 2 more. The largest waterfall on the planet is underwater beneath the Denmark Strait. It starts at 2,000 feet and drops to a depth of blank feet. Oh, I left out. It starts at 2,000 feet and drops down to a depth of blank feet. The world's largest waterfall is underwater. So how do you know it's a waterfall? Beneath the Denmark Strait. It starts at 2,000 feet down and drops to a depth of no one's hit it exactly. Gemma B, you got a guess?
No.
Feet. Not fathoms.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
It does seem wrong, right?
Well, how do you have a waterfall underwater?
I know.
Unless it was a waterfall at one point and then the water came and covered it.
But then wouldn't the water mix with the falls? Anyway, the answer is 10,000 feet. 10,000 feet.
Yeah, Google says Angel Falls, and I saw a lot of people say Angel Falls. That's in Venezuela.
Oh, okay.
Oh, maybe no, that's the width of the falls. Ooh, Angel Falls is the widest fall. So I don't know.
The lightest?
Widest. Not height, but width.
Oh, widest. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fascinating. Jamma B might have an inkling on this. What percentage of the world's population lives above the equator?
I could guess.
Okay. That's what this whole game is about. What percentage of the world's population lives above the equator?
I was going to say 80. I see 85, 88.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with 80.
Okay. Chat room, you're very smart. I would have said, well, pretty much everybody.
Except those Australians.
Let's see who's the closest. No one's hit it exactly, but all right. What was your answer, Jamie B?
I said 80, and I will point out that a lot of Africa, the largest population centers in Africa, are north of the equator.
Okay. Well, a few people are closer than you, but this is not bad. What percentage of the world's population lives above the equator? The answer is 90%. 90%. Holy cow. George, these are great. How many people in Paris work at the Eiffel Tower every day? How many people in Paris work at the Eiffel Tower every day? Wow. Yeah, I know it has to be in the hundreds because
Why?
Well, because there are restaurants there. I'm assuming they go in every day, and you need elevators and you need security guards.
Okay, I was thinking the Eiffel Tower is just like a thing that has visitors. I didn't think. Are the restaurants in the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Dan says
I was going to say 30, but now I'll say 100.
Okay. I'm going to go with, you see, and I don't know, like if it's open for like 8 in the morning and 8 at night, they'd have 2 shifts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to go with 500. 2001. George, these questions are great. How many people in Paris work at the Eiffel Tower each day? Roughly 600. 600. Did anybody get 600? Let me zoom back up. 500. All right. Really good. And our final one, I'm very bad at these kind of questions. Are you close? I am lost. Jamma B will know this. Will know this better than me. Are you closer to Havana, Cuba, or Miami, Florida, if you visit Key West, Florida? Are you closer to Havana, Cuba, or Miami, if you visit Key West, Florida? Oh, wow. I went from Miami to Key West in my boat. I should have looked up and see if I passed Cuba and where it was. Let me see. Cuba, Havana, Cuba. Oh, wow. It's leaning toward, now it's going to Miami. Empty Pocket said Havana is just 90 miles from Key West. But now Pack and W says, I just saw a map of the hurricane. Oh, I thought he had an answer there. Key West is not closer to Cuba. It's a ranting battle in the chat room. Jimmy B, what's your answer? Are you closer to Havana or Miami, Florida, when you visit Key West, Florida?
Well, I'm asking the computer. Gosh darn it. Yeah, so they look really close to me, right? Because there's Key West, there's Miami,
Right.
there's Havana, and if I do measure distance, that is, and this thing keeps popping up on top of it, so I can't see it. So that's 108 miles there, and then stop that. If I go measure distance from here.
Well, Miami's way further, right?
Ah, stop that.
What? Well, you know what? If we go boating, I'm not going to have you navigate.
Okay, 900 miles to Miami and 934 miles versus, I don't know. It looks the same to me.
The answer, according to George, is Havana is closer.
But he doesn't give any numbers.
No. George, this is great fun. This is great fun. George ends with, thanks so much, everybody, for participating on the show. Without you, we would be nowhere. George, without you, the show would be
20
we'd have
minutes
to make up yeah. Most importantly, stay healthy, keep happy. See you next time. Bye, George. George, thank you. I hope you see the people in chat are also very thankful for all you do for the Fizz. Okay, we're going to do some logo.
You know, Dick, the IRC
Yes.
is so very excited that we're doing logo. They cannot wait to do logo.
And why is that?
I don't know.
Oh boy, hurry there. Let's get to a
It's
set.
time for logo.
Let's get to a set. Well, okay. Oh, okay. This should be the names of the chocolate bar. These are hard to do. The names of the chocolate bars in A and B.
I have a guess for both of them.
Okay. A and B chat room. A and B. Kit Kat is B.
I agree with Dan Duku.
A is Almond Joy. You got it, folks.
Yep, that's what I was going to say.
A is Almond Joy. B is Kit Kat.
I have no idea what C and D are.
Neither do I. Chat room. Name.
No.
C and-
C I get. That's
Don't say it.
Well, it's very
Name-
it's very similar to A. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Name C and D.
D is hard. D is
Um,
hard to tell.
Name C is Mounds.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Oh, I don't know. Hershey.
Oh, D. Oh, we're getting a lot of D is a Hershey with Mr. Goodbar.
Oh, yeah, it could be peanuts. Chocolate peanuts, that's a Mr. Goodbar, sure.
D is Hershey's with almonds. A lot of Hershey's with almonds. All right, let me look at the card. What was your guess for C, Jamie B?
Mounds. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
Yes. C is Mounds, and D is Mr. Goodbar. Magoo, yeah.
Somebody got it. Yay.
Mike, several people. Loke. Okay. Oh, that was great, chat room. Oh, okay. Which of these candies? All four. Which of these candies? Let me put it down. Comes in a yellow wrapper with red lettering. Which candy bar comes in a yellow wrapper with red lettering? Oh my God. Wow. We should have a we should have a on-site dentist who could make a killing. Look at all these right answers. It is indeed
Mr. Goodbar.
Mr.
Yeah.
Goodbar.
One of my favorites.
Wow. Chat room. That was great. I'm going to do one of these. I'm not saying you're stupid. Oh, no, I don't think we want to do this. Holy cow. How long can a person live if they can only get water?
Long enough to reach the ground.
How long can a person live only on water? 40 days. Wow. 90 days? No. Boy, that is one dreadful way to go. I know it's got to be pretty long because the body is what, 80% water? Something like that. I'm going to go 21 days. Jammer V?
14. I'm going 2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. How long can a person live only on water? About 30 days. Magoo's right on. Pack NW. Several others. Mandy. All right. Well, your answer was 2 weeks, right, Jammer B?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where on the body is the skin the least sensitive? Where on the body is the skin the least sensitive? Boy. Holy cow. Let me look at the answers. I was going to say bottom of the foot too, but I mean, you walk across the floor and you step on a crumb or one of Charlie's nuggets from his bowl and it hurts. No, fingertips. I don't think so. Elbow sounds good. The heel, earlobes. No, I don't think bottom of the feet. Boy, a lot of bottom of the feet. I'm going to say the forehead.
I was thinking heel, but
You were heel.
Yeah, but you point out that it's sensitive when you step on things. Yeah, I like the idea of earlobe, because earrings and stuff.
Okay.
Pierced
Oh,
ears.
okay. Top of the skull. Mr. Dave says, hang on, I'll stop pinching myself. Try pinching your elbow skin. Oh, you're right. There's not much. Ow. All right. So, Jeremy, what's your answer?
I was going with earlobe.
Earlobe. Okay. Where on the body is the skin the least sensitive? Oh, chat room. I was wrong. The heels. The heels. What? Which is colder? The North Pole or the South Pole? Which is colder? The North Pole or the South Pole? Wow, it's leaning way toward the South Pole.
I'm presuming they're saying that it's the same season. To compare.
I would say yes.
We're not comparing the
winter
in
one
the
place
north
and summer
to the summer in the south.
Um,
I'm going to guess South Pole because the land holds the temperature down easier than the ocean does at the North Pole. So I'm saying South Pole.
Wow, Peck and W lived the South Pole for a year.
Ooh, must have been a scientist doing scientist kind of work.
Wow. It holds the record for the coldest place on Earth. Which one? All right, I'm going to South Pole. Just totally influenced by the chat room. All right, question. Which is colder, the North Pole or the South Pole? Turning the card over to the answer. The South Pole, it sits on an ice sheet more than 9,000 feet above sea level. The South Pole. It sits on an ice sheet more than 9,000 feet above sea level. Okay. You know, have you queued up that video for the tour thing?
I have. We got we've watched about 4.5 minutes of it, so we got about 7 minutes left.
Oh, let's just do like half of it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Tour of Disneyland, where I am at this moment. Part 2. Before we go into the bathroom, a couple of other things. The match game. I wrote 40,000 questions for match game, and this is what the match game questions looked like right there. Dumb Donald was so dumb at the store. He said to the salesman, if these are elevator shoes, where's the blank? Okay. And I had to put down answers so that Mark was and said, well, what are they going to say? I had answers ready. Bill and I had a game of giving each other the worst looking things we could. So I gave him this, and I had this certificate that it was designed by, it's called Das Horsticken Taken mit Horns and Other Stick, designed by Otto Wolfgang Timex. My takeoff on Sully, called Silly. That's me. That's me and my boat. That's exactly what my little workboat looks like. And this is all mad famous artists. One day at lunch, they were all sitting around Sergio, Bob Clark. It's great. So I said, anybody care if I take this? All right, so now the GizWiz, and the reason I'm showing this is, it's a gadget we did on the show. It's a little LED light, magnetic, so it clips to anything metal. Comes with a little metal plate that you can put up so it can stick to it. And since we don't use the medicine cabinet all in the Disneyland studio, just put everything that had the GizWiz logo on it. And then we're going to go into the main studio and see more stuff. So this is the main part of the studio. Everything, not everything, but a lot of stuff that Mad had their name on. The DVD collection, Mad Books, Mad Money. A lot of this stuff was made just for distributors. The Mad Money was a special giveaway. The Alfred E. Newman manufactured, handed over. It was a way to hold up ATMs with a card. Just made for our top 100 retailers. Newmanisms, the Mad Lunchbox, the Mad Wonder Woman, Mad Game, satire on Parker Brothers Monopoly. Actually, Parker Brothers produced that game. Puzzles, Bubblegum, DVD collection. There's 500 issues on the CD-ROM collection, 600 on the DVD. Everything, again, not every single thing, but a lot of stuff that Mad had its name on.
This is madness.
Records. These are copies of those floppy disks that were in the Mad Special, Spy vs. Spy cards. The original Mad Men, that's a fold-out from ARP. And even the Mad little Hot Wheels. Is it Hot Wheels? Oh, it's something Wheels. Select Wheels. I guess it's not Hot Wheels. More Bubblegum, Spy vs. Spy, a lot of Alfred stuff, a lot of our Mad books. There were Mad coasters, Mad greeting cards. Mad T-shirts.
The Odd Little Man from Mad.
Little Mad statues, Mad calendars, Mad salt and pepper shakers, things I didn't even remember. Even Mad in foreign languages. I don't even know what that is. I was that Soranin?
That's an X.
Weird Al. That's the issue that Weird Al actually edited, picked out all the material for it. Mad specials. Once I was writer of the month. I'm over there somewhere. Mad playing cards. And then over here, we go to... we can go out here because we're going to gadgets. Right. All right. That's a good place to stop. So that was a lot of stuff from Mad. And it was great because when Mad moved to L.A., John Ficarra, the editor of Mad, said, I'm not taking much home from my office, and I know you're doing your studio over. So come on in and take what you want. So that was great. That was really great. All right. So now we're down. We're going to do our snappy answer, and then we'll get into match game. Okay. This is from Al's book. One of five I think five. He did 5 books. The first 2 snappy answer books sold 1 million copies. People love that. Snappy answers to stupid questions. Okay, so a father's opening a door and he catches his kid inside smoking. And he says, "Are you smoking, Tommy?" And Tommy's snappy answer is up to you. Okay. Are you smoking, Tommy? No, I'm drowning a worm. No, the cigarette is. Oh, that's funny. Just steaming some clams. That's very funny, chat room. Just some ribs. No, Dad, I'm vaping. I'm smoking a ham. I'm wearing a mask. I'm not Tommy. I'm just his friend. No, Dad, it's very cold in here. No, I'm letting off steam. That is very funny. I'm vaping. It's my personal fog bank. No smoke. It's stream for help. No, there's a fire. No, it's shyster? Schuster? Yes, aren't you proud? No, my tongue is on fire. I'm practicing smoke signals. No, I'm testing the air quality in this cigarette. No, I'm on fire. Who's Tommy? No, I'm hanging out with Cheech and Chong. I'm vaporizing with dry ice. Yes, do you want one? I'm impersonating Jerry Garcia. Shiska? Maybe it's your imagination. No, I'm on fire. Call the fire department. By the seashore. Water pipe. Oh, okay. Water pipe. Thank you. No, I just lit my fart. No, Dad, I'm fuming at my lack of privacy. No, I got fired. These are excellent. And we'll end with, are you smoking? Tommy, are you smoking? No, the steam radiator broke. Okay, let's go to Al Jaffe, what Al Jaffe printed in his book. No, I'm studying cloud formations here in the basement. No, I'm rehearsing my part as a dragon in the school play. Oh, that's pretty good. No, I'm sending messages to an old Indian friend. We had smoke signals. And the person who sold me this book did not. Sometimes they fill in with their own, but they did not write anything in for that. Okay, we're going to go into match game. Is Alex in the studio still?
Alex is back up in Seattle, and he's on the line.
Oh, great. Okay, that's Dennis's call. Ta-da. Okay. And Charlie the dog, the same dog you saw earlier, will be down too. Josephine the plumber is a real klutz.
How klutzy was she?
And she's so good. Yesterday, she got her plunger stuck on her blank. Josephine the plumber is a real klutz. Yesterday, she got her plunger stuck on her blank. Oh, I didn't clear your chair. Oh, that's good. That's great. Josephine the plumber is a real klutz. Yesterday, she got her plunger stuck on her blank. Knowing this chat room, I'm going to write something down here. Okay, Alex, we'll start with you. Josephine the plumber is a real klutz. Yesterday, she got her plunger stuck on her rear. Okay, you will get a match, I guarantee it. Jamma B, she got her plunger stuck on her nose. Got some matches. Okay, Dennis, stuck. Oh, Jamma B, Dennis says nose, and I matched Alex and several others on her butt. Josephine the plumber, what was her name? Chat room, who played Josephine the plumber? Famous old time movie star. Oh, this time someone can look it up. Jane Withers. Thank you, Dan. Jane Withers was on Magic Game, and at the end of, we do 5 shows a day. Jane Withers said, "Do they do a rap party?" I said, "No, we do this.
We're coming back next week."
Yeah, exactly. I said we do the. I'm sorry, Jane, but we don't. Okay. Oh, Dr. Quackenbush said we need to send this giraffe to the Mayo Clinic. I've never seen such a bad case of blank. I guess we just make it. The vet said, send this giraffe to the clinic. I've never seen such a bad case of... Oh, I got the winning answer, I think. All right. Oh, well, they're all over the place. All over the place, but I have matches. Oh, that's very funny. All right, we'll start with me. The vet said we better send a giraffe to the clinic. I've never seen such a bad case of a sore throat and also tons of strep throat. Alex, I've never saw such a bad case of this giraffe. Crooked neck. Okay. Jamma B, never saw such a bad case of stiff neck. Well, who? Okay.
Were there some? I didn't see any stiff neck.
What did Alex just say?
Crooked neck.
Yeah.
Oh.
It meant the same thing.
Well,
okay, then we matched. Sure.
Then you match. Yeah. Charlie, not yet. Dennis said necrophilia.
Oh, well, no, I'm taking that. That's a buzz. Nobody else said that. Although it is a great answer now that I think about it.
Yes, it's neck. Yeah. I think is that so you have a half of a ding? Yeah. Okay. Hey, here's a match game tip: how to quit smoking. Before you put a cigarette in your mouth, just dip it in blank. A match game tip to help you stop smoking. Before you put a cigarette in your mouth, dip it in blank. I know. I dread to. Oh my God. Okay. Water and vinegar. Oh, dip it in the toilet. Acid, Tabasco, gasoline.
I'm a little
Dip it in the
disappointed that
toilet.
I got no matches.
Oh, maybe match me. Amphetamines, cyanide, Tabasco. All right. I'll start with me. I don't think I have any matches. Match game tip: how to stop smoking before you light the cigarette. Before you put the cigarette in your mouth, dip it in bleach. Did that help? Jammer B, what did you have?
Well, no, it doesn't match me. I see cyanide, but I'm not going to match cyanide with bleach.
Oh, cyanide's up there.
Yeah, no, but it doesn't match with bleach. No,
Oh,
that's not
no,
what I
okay,
put. No,
okay.
this is what I put. You ready to see what I put?
Yeah.
This is a good answer. This is a good one. This is good, but
Okay.
I'm the only one who got there.
Oh my God. Even with the chat room, no one said that. Dennis said, dip it in your wife's coffee. And Alex, you said dip it in tar. When the pilot door swung open during the flight, passengers became nervous because the pilot was wearing a blank. When the door swung open to the cockpit in flight, passengers. Charlie, soon. We have this and one more. When the door swung open in flight, passengers become nervous because the pilot was wearing a blank. I can see a funny answer and an answer that will match everybody. Okay, Jammer B, we're going to start with you. When the cockpit door swung open, passengers started to worry because the pilot was wearing a blindfold. Okay,
Our
Alex,
instruments.
the door swung open. A suit. Oh my God. I got what I thought the chat room say. A parachute. Charlie.
Oh, that's the
I
winner.
have
Yeah,
one more
lots of
question and then
parachutes.
you. Oh, this is funny. I think, you matched Raven. The pilot was wearing nothing. Raven has birthday suit. There you go. Oh, yeah, very good. Charlie, this question and then it's you. Okay. Oh, okay. The Bionic Woman said, to keep my body running smooth, once a week I go to the gas station and they lube my blank. Okay. Bionic Woman said, to keep my body running smooth, once a week I go to the gas station and they lube my blank. There's going to be a lot of matches. Or will be thrown off the air if this was match game. Charlie, you're next. Charlie, you are a riot. Okay. Lube my boobs, lube my bionic. Oh my God. Andy the Clown said, my chair, assy. Charlie. Oh my God. Okay. Bionic Woman said, to keep my body running smooth, once a week I go to a gas station and they lube my joints. Dennis, you said, and they lube my tubes. I think you got any matches. Alex, you said, and they lube my axle. Oh my God. And Jammer B, I go to the gas station and they lube my joints. Yay. Ladies and gentlemen, the star. Oh my God. He said, oh my God. Yay. All right, Charlie, put him up. Okay. All right. Come on, Charlie. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the star of the show
glasses.
and the guy you saw in the photograph. Yay. It's Charlie the dog. Oh boy, Charlie, look at look at this, look at this, look at this boy's tail. Oh, look at that tail. Whoa, I am a happy boy. I'm a crazy happy dog. Oh, look at me, I'm climbing up. Oh, you are some wonderful boy. Look at this guy. Look at the mic out of the way so you see a tail. Yeah, look at that. I'm happy now. I am on camera. And I'm laying on the shoulder at the sunset. Charlie said, "Is this all I do?" Charlie said, "Okay." Bit of grooming too, yeah. Okay, Charlie, that was good, buddy. Okay. We have liftoff. Yes, Charlie's going to get groomed. We thought this week with Labor Day, the groomer would be crazy crowded. So, but we're going to do it in the next 10 days without fail. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been regular, old-fashioned, unimproved Giz Fizz. It's a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman, Dick DiBartolo, Dennis Wonderland, Charlie the Dog, Jamma B, Alex Gumpel, Scooter X, Becky, Loke, Dan, Ranger Rick, Pack NW, Loke, Mandy the Clown, Logan 5, Steven Toronto, I'm getting lost, Geek Wannabe, Ed P, Eric Duckman, Jim, thank you. Thanks for the shorthand. ZX, ZO now, Osnet, Eclair, I'm jumping around, Tangfish, Caesar, Marks, Reverb Mike. Remember, it's not just for turtles anymore. So tomorrow is Giz Wiz, and next Wednesday we'll do this again. Chat room, you're very funny. And George, those photos and facts every week. It's really great fun. And your chat room, you're so clever. Do we have a song?
We do. Thank you, George. Thank you, Dick. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Alex. This is a Tom Lehrer song called Send in the Marines.
There.
See you next time.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.